Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching the video today. I decided that I wanted to do a fall makeup look featuring the ABH Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. Even though the colors in here can go a little more on the pink side, I think it's a great palette for fall, or at least for transitioning into fall. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I zoomed in a little bit, so hopefully you can see more clearly what I'm doing. But I already did my base layer, my foundation, powder, concealer, and a little bit of bronzer. I didn't do any blush yet because I'm gonna see how this look turns out. There's a big truck outside. And then I'll pick a blush color based on how the look turns out. I'm thinking I'll probably wanna go a little more neutral on the blush today, but we'll just see. So let's just hop right in. So I'm going to be using the ABH Modern Renaissance palette. I've had this is my first ABH palette. I've had it for a very long time. So I'm going to kind of go for, like I said in the intro, a transitional into fall look. I'm not going to go straight up like orange, I don't think, but I think I'm going to use a couple of the browns and deeper shades. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab a Sigma E40 brush, and I'm gonna pick up raw sienna and the burnt orange color, both of these together, and just kind of blend those into my crease. I also already primed my eyelids with the eye primer that I'm currently using. Subtle, but it's a good crease transition shade. A Sigma E24, the diffused blend brush, and I think I'm going to pick up on some of this. How do I want to go? I'm going to pick up on some of this Real Gar shade. It's kind of like a orangey brown. I think it'll hopefully turn up a little more brown than orange because I just said I'm not trying to do an orange look. I'm just going to put that in the outer corner of my eye and just kind of pat and blend that in. Pretty good. I'm gonna go back in with the E40 and just kind of blend that with the crease. Just kind of go back and forth until it's the gradient and color and as blended as I would like. That's pretty good. So now for my all over lid shade, I'm going to pick, which one do I want? I'm going to go for the Antique Bronze shade. It's not like as shimmery as these over here, the Primavera and the Vermeer, but I think it's a good kind of more neutral, less in your face shimmer. It's more like a satin. There's not like obvious glitter. I'm just gonna pat that lightly on with my finger. I find that that works best just to get a little more color payoff, but also I'm just kind of tapping lightly because I don't want it to be too intense. Okay. So again, back in with the Sigma E40. Just kind of do a little bit more blending. So I think I'm gonna go back into the Antique Bronze shade and just kind of get a little bit more on there. now what I'm gonna do is take the Primavera color right here, and I'm going to put it lightly on the center of my lid. And I'm just gonna be using this shadow brush from Urban Decay. Don't want it to completely overtake the antique bronze, so I'm just going to, like I said, very lightly put it on just to add a little bit more dimension. So literally just right down the center. Now I'm going to take a inner corner brush, or a brush that I use for my inner corner highlight, and I'm going to take the Vermeer shade and just put that right in my inner corner. Just bring a little bit of brightness to that area. So that is the eye look right now. I'm going to put on some black liner and mascara, and then I will come back for the rest of the look. Okay, so I did just a thin line of black liner using, I didn't bring it out here. It's just the Tarte like felt tip liner. Just a really thin line, no wing or anything, because I still want this to be work appropriate, and I do work in an office setting. So just kind of a little less dramatic without the wing. And then I put mascara on my top lashes. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run some of the shadow underneath the eye. So I'm just gonna use a little liner brush, and I'm going to take the two blending shades, the Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange, and just kind of blend them together on the brush, and then just go under the lower lash line. I'm gonna go from about a third of my eye out. Okay. So tap my brush off, and then I'm gonna go into the Real Gar shade and just kind of go in the middle of the lower lash line. Okay. And then the last one I'm gonna do is that Primavera color that I did on the center of the lid. I'm actually gonna do that on the lower lash line, more towards the inner corner. Okay, so I'm just gonna run the blending brush very quickly under there. And put some mascara on my lower lash line. I'm using the Tarte Man Eater mascara today. It's not my favorite mascara. I feel like I had one really good tube of it one time, and so I thought I really liked it, and this tube has just been a little disappointing. I feel like it's dried out like very quickly, and I know it is generally like a drier formula, which I typically like. It just seems a little drier than the last time I had it. Okay, so that's the lower lash line and liner and mascara all done. So now I'm going to pick out a blush, and I'm going to choose from my Makeup Revolution blush palette. This is from my Shop My Stash this month. And just because of the color combo I have going on, I think I'm gonna do a mixture of these two more neutral blushes on the bottom. So I'm just using my Real Techniques blush brush. And like I said before, I already have some bronzer on. I think that looks good. I was afraid if I went with a brighter pink, it might not really go with the look or just be a little much. But I think this more neutral combo is working. Okay, so I'm gonna blend it. My bronzer using my Real Techniques. I guess it's technically a stippling brush, but I use it for blending mostly my bronzer and blush together, my cheeks. Okay. Blend out some bronzer up here. All right, so the last thing that I'm gonna do is my lips, and I'm just gonna do the same combo that I've been doing every day for the past couple of weeks. It's using my e.l.f. lip liner in Dusty Rose that is in my current project pan. So I'm just gonna line my lips. And now I'm gonna use the liner to kind of fill in the corners. I started doing that because I like the gradient effect of this with lipstick, but also since this is in my project pan, it helps me use a little bit more every time. And then the lipstick I'm going to go with is the Bite lipstick in Kava. This is one that I chose from my Strawberry stash. It's just a nice nude neutral. So I'll put that just in the center. Okay. So this is my completed look using the ABH Modern Renaissance palette to kind of do a fall-ish type look. I feel like it's not full on fall, but it's kind of in that transition period. It's still pretty warm where I live, but I'm ready for all the fall things. So I wanted to do this makeup look to kind of get in the mood, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.